Testing 1 2 mic check. All right, we stepping out. We on the way to work. Good morning to you. It's your boy Zulu Go. Like, share, subscribe, comment. About to get in the vehicle now. Y'all hear the birds chirping? You hear the outside? Thursday. Hump day was for real yesterday. Got it in. This stream won't be long because I'm. But this is the position I have taken with the world. I've always had an eye for looking at things and seeing them for what they are. And I've always used my observation skills to learn. And I've gotten better and improved myself with said skills. I not only apply how I view women from a particular time period when I started viewing them that way, but I look at the world as a whole, and I focus on the world overall. So what I want you guys to understand is being the type of man that you need to be, you're going to stand alone. You're going to have to be okay with that. You know, I know we're all individuals, but there's some real distinct people out here that don't fit in, don't want to fit in, don't try to fit in, have no need to fit in. I'm one of those people. And I watch the behavior always from a learning aspect, not from a judging aspect, because I have no right to judge because I had to learn and I'm still not perfect. And I still do things that I shouldn't do, but I do things that affect mostly me. They don't affect other people. That's one of the biggest things about myself that um, I wanted to make sure I improved upon as I grew up and got older, more mature, and became more. Let my mistakes affect me and let me deal with my own issues. And that's why me knowing that and me knowing I'm not perfect is why I'm not judgmental, but I'm always looking at everything and observing and evaluating and determining what's the right course of action for me in my path. Right now, don't women are some very intriguing creatures. I told y'all before I had an OG, he used to always call them disturbed creatures. Back then, uh, I was still in grooming stages. The insight had enough insight, but I didn't have the talking about now. Um, and sometimes, you know, it can be amazing and fascinating. And sometimes you can be just totally annoyed. Most of the time, I'm in a state of numbness with them. I can kind of predict. I can predict them now, especially if you take into account at the rate in which the world moves, the patterns of the world, the trends of the world, and stuff like that. They usually are gonna acquire those same habits. So they become real easy to just see them for what they are. They become real easy for that, you know. Just based upon they're gonna do the typical stuff that you see on TV, the typical stuff that you see definitely on the weekend, what people do on the weekends. Anything revolved around retail, shopping, and stuff like that. It's just gonna be too obvious, you know. Um, Talking from an aspect of your personal life, you're gonna have to set the bar high because you're gonna get low hanging fruit. And in the direction in which the world is going, acquiring a companion, a wife, a partner, a woman in your life, you know, it ain't even really about being able to provide anymore or the element of a man um, being able to work for what he wants and having certain things in place. It ain't even about that anymore. It's like, do you want to take the risk? Is it worth the risk? Because what you're doing, what you're getting yourself into, because there have been many men who have had way more resources and finances than you that lost a lot or lost it all. And they were able to provide many times over. So it ain't even about that. Are you ready to sign up for what these women, the majority of them, are going to bring to your doorstep? Because you're already having to watch the world move in a certain way where it is going to come a time of upheaval. And I've been sharing with y'all, and I've been sharing with y'all. I've been dropping gems. I've been dropping it from all integrity and honesty from within. Because I'm gonna have to face the same thing y'all face. I face the same thing y'all face. But when that disaster comes, you know, it's not gonna be just about the female and male dynamic. That shit's out the window. It's gonna become about survival, being militant, you know what I'm saying, and uh, weathering the storm. That's what I'm ultimately preparing for. You know, I move about by myself most of the time. I don't have a social network or social circle. Most of my friends I have to call. Most of my family I have to call. I flew the nest. But growing up with experience just from dealing with people on adult level as a kid and going through hard times, different phases of my life and getting to a position where, you know, I'm functioning very, very well, I tend to see certain behavioral patterns that just won't allow me just to be befriending people and trying to be social like that. And I don't have really had a need to do the things that other people do. I don't have a need to really go to bars like that all the time. That's even rare. I don't smoke. I rarely drink. I'm actually thinking about quitting drinking. I haven't drunk in probably a month and a half. And when I did, I was sipping and social. You know, I wasn't getting wasted or nothing like that. You know, I like my working out. You know, I do like my fishing. I like my walks in the evenings, in the mornings. I like going to the park. I like taking my daughter to the park. I like to take my daughter to pet parks. If I had a pet, I would take a pet of my own to a pet park. I like farmers markets. I like the different types of international grocery stores. And I don't like the nightlife like that. Yeah, it's okay. I get the urge and the itch to go see if there's a grown folks spot out there here and there. I got some nice clothes, shoes, and threads off in my closet. Uh, but you know, family functions and holidays is where I'm pretty much where I'm at with it, man. I just ain't that every Friday, Saturday, every other Friday, Saturday, Friday through Sunday. I'm just not with that, you know. And I'm not with just embracing people for the sake of, you know, what they call being uh civil. You have to earn me being you have to earn a civil exchange from me. You have to earn it. You have to show manners and respect. You have to show respect and manners just on a regular basis. Like, I don't deal with wishy-washy behavior. You got to be the same consistent person all the time. But I'm watching the world. I'm taking a position of Sigma. like I said, Sigma's probably the best position for me. If I'm gonna use anything alpha through, you know, alpha, beta, all that old stuff from Omega and all that, I'm gonna use Sigma. It best suits me. That's how I roll. But the world is fueled by the feminine machine. So that's why I did the play on words watcher with watcher referencing that catchphrase, created catchphrase to the biblical meaning of watcher. Have a lot in common, actually. So there is a relation. But I'm gonna end this stream. This is your boy Zulu Gullah. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I'm gonna get with y'all here in a minute on this next one. I'm actually be driving when I do this next one. So y'all stay tuned.